Is my voice audible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, that's great. So anyone new for today? Anyone new for today? Join new for today. Who was not there yesterday?
Sir, I am Anita Mahanto.
Yeah, Rita, hi. So do you have any
Yes,
experience
sir. No, sir.
there? Okay.
No, no. Fresher
In
student.
any test, you're a fresher. Okay. What about
No, no.
Leela
Fresher.
there?
Um,
So
3 years.
I have knowledge on Python, some basic knowledge.
Okay. So do you have any experience real time? You working?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Yes, yes. Fine. Rest all are already there, I guess. Yeah, that's great. So fine. Let me just start our session without waste our time. So we were discussing two things here majorly. One is we were discussing about the syllabus part. Okay, the syllabus part is very standardized to discussed. Why I want to say this syllabus part in a very very important note, because the syllabus what we have designed is more than enough. Okay, because I said you yesterday, I was saying that there is a boundary in Selenium Python. We don't have something that is out of boundaries, so there is a boundary that is already defined. So what I mean to say, the syllabus has some boundaries. So anyone wants to ask any interview questions within the boundary only, they'll ask. No one will go out of that boundary, because it has got some limitations. It has got some to a limited structure. So that is the structure. If we learn everything, that is enough to crack any interviews. So whatever I am teaching, I've been teaching, I'm trying to teach you the syllabus part. Whatever the syllabus part we are going to see, the syllabus part is more than enough for 2 3 maximum 2 to 3 years of experience. If you want to claim, even you don't have any real-time experience, because the syllabus is defined in such a way. Let me just repeat the same thing yesterday what I said. Please be patient, people who are there. So here, if you see the syllabus part is designed in such a way, it would help people who don't have even knowledge with Python, and who has a basic knowledge with Python, who are a fresher, who are experienced, who are who wants to change from Java to Python, or who are into non-IT. For all those people, this syllabus has been defined and it has been applicable for everyone. The reason, because we are also teaching Python, which is an extra topic. See, normally we are only supposed to discuss Selenium with Python. So on top of it, what I'm trying to do, I'm also teaching the Python basics, which can help the people from the installation part, which can help people who already know Python. They can revise all the topics, and who doesn't know anything about Python, they can even get that knowledge on that. So with this is covered as part of Selenium with Python. So we are going to see the complete introduction to Python, installation, the whole process of Python to the maximum extent whatever is possible for Selenium. We are not going to see completely. What I mean, I'm going to teach you whatever is required for our Selenium purpose. Okay, that much of Python we are going to see in a very detailed way, in a very clear way. So this is nothing but Python. The syllabus is installation, variables, data types, conditional statements, loops, functions, object-oriented programming, file handling, Python exceptions. So all these are very important topics as part of Selenium specifically, and on top of it, it is also very important for those people who has no knowledge with Python. So coming to the next topic, Selenium. What is basically Selenium? What I yesterday said you. It is a testing tool. Normally, it is basically used to automate the web application. So I will show you some small web application today, how we are writing a script in order to automate a web application. Okay, so which can help you understand what is actually we are going to see. There is, in companies there are a lot of roles. I will explain you the process of how companies takes it. Okay, I'll explain you the whole process of how the project is being taken, and how exactly the automation test engineer role will come into picture. Okay, so uh, so as the application exists, so what I mean to say, till that application is existing, till the web applications are existing, till the scope of developers are existing, there is a scope of test engineers, because every application in the world, it has been developed, has to be tested before it is being released to product, I mean to the market. So any application that has to release to market, it has to be tested, and testing can be done by only test. So in the market now, out of 100%, around 70-80% people are expecting, 80 plus percent or 80 plus percent are people are expecting you should be strong in both manual and automation. Okay, not just automation. You should be strong in both manual and automation. So we are also covering that manual part on top of it. Then we'll be discussing about the Selenium concept. Selenium concept means how to automate any web application. Okay, suppose you are going to work for multiple companies. So suppose your company is working for a web application like this, go to training. So how do you automate it? How do you test it? Okay, how do you automatically go and click on all these elements, check whether that elements are present or not, whether that elements are exactly working properly or not. Whatever the manual testing you are doing, you have to see. I'm just opening uh, some form which is related to the cursor form. You can see it here. So this is a small form. Okay, so how do I fill this form? Normally I will just go here, I'll write your name. Suppose someone Swati is there. I'm just giving you example. Some phone number is there, I'll give some random phone number, and then I'll give some random email ID, and then I will pass it like this, and ultimately I will submit it. So what is this? This is all manual testing, manual intervention. So what you're doing, you're going here, you're typing and your name, your phone number, all your details, and then you're clicking on submit. Once you click on submit, this will be saved. Okay, this is application. I mean, they have designed in that way. Okay, this is the process. So whatever you're doing manually, you have to do it in automation. So what you need to do here, validations, you have to see whether this name is filled or not, phone number is filled or not, what are the mandatory details are filled or not. So what you do, if mandatory details are not filled, you will get error, right? Normally when you're filling any form, if this star kind of things are not filled, you will get error. Okay, in order to not get, in order to validate, you are manually validating because you can able to see this star. But how do you validate in automation? So how do you check that star is filled or not? Okay, so these are all very very important. So all these things are important. So you need to do something called validation and verification of every application. As you are test engineer, you need to do validation and verification of that application. Okay, let me just explain you what are the different ways how you do it. Okay, before that I will just continue with the syllabus. So what is the Selenium concepts are? Selenium concepts is nothing but it is going to help you to automate the whole web application. Suppose in web application, what you will find this is a radio button, this is a checkbox. Okay, sometimes you will find a drop down. Okay, sometimes you will find a drag and drop option, you will find a mouse movement, you will find a keyboard action. Okay, you have to something when you click, this is a link, it will open a new link. Okay, so there are a lot of things in a web application. So our target is, web application is developed by whom? Developers. How do I automate it? So I have to test that application without my knowledge and without my intervention. So what I need to do, I have to write a script which can automate everything in my web application, no matter whatever that web application consists. What will be the web application consist normally? What a web application will consist normally? See, you can see in a web application, you can see a link. Okay, this is a link, right? This is a link. When I click on it, it will navigate. I can able to see drop down. Sometimes in my application there will be a drop down. In some application there will be a text box. What is the text box means? This is a text box, right, boss? Something is there where you can able to enter text, is called text box. And we have radio button. What is radio button? This is a radio button, right? You know, right? Radio button is this something which is in the circular thing. You can able to select it. This is a checkbox, you know, right? Checkbox. Checkbox means you have to say, you have to either tick on it or you can say true or false. So this is a checkbox. Then we have a submit button. This is a submit button, or you can say login button, or you can say submit button. Yes, sir. Submit button. Can you tell me any other scenarios? Sometimes you need to you'll get an alert, right? You will get an alert, right? On top of your window, you will get an alert, right? Yes or no. You have to say okay or cancel. You have got alerts. Sometimes your code will have frames. Frames is what? See, within my application there is some other application is being created. See, this is inside, this is one up, this is the complete web page. In one web page you can see one more different frame. When I click on it, okay, you can see view frame source. That means it is a different frame. Here you don't see view frame source. Did you see anything called view frame source? No, it is view page source. That means this is the whole page, which is one web page. But when you come here, you can see something called view frame source. See, when I click on it, wait, I mean, here it is. When I see click on it, it is saying that view frame source. The meaning of view frame source is that means it is a different frame. It is not a part of this web application. This is a small part of separate part of this web application. So you will also find this kind of frames. You will also find a windows. That means whenever you're click on a link, it will open a new window on top of your window. Got it, right? Have you ever observed that? Yeah, please be interactive, no? At least one person speak out, no? Please be interactive, no? Hello? Yeah. So you will also find something called windows. Windows means whenever you click on some link, it will open one small window on top of your window. Got it, right? You can also, when you are writing some exams, you will get one more window on top of your window. I think naturally you observe that, right? So that is also windows. So then what we see, we can able to capture drag and drop. Sometimes you need to, you need to select some options in one box and you have to move that options into other box. You'll also find in that web application. So then what we see, mouse movement. Suppose you want to move your mouse from this place to here, okay, and then you want to click on it. So that is mouse movement. And keyboard actions. Keyboard actions, like you want to click on enter, you want to click on tab, you want to click on, you want to move tab, you want to press a space, all these things you want to do. Then what you need to do in web application, tell me any web application, that's up to things. So what are the different things that we do? And scrolling, sometimes you want to scroll, so you want to scroll your mouse from first to down, or you want to scroll this one, right? You want to scroll your see, if you see here, you want to scroll this one from your what do you say, scroll bar from here to here, up to down, down to up, so whatever you want to do. So that is also there. So you can do scrolling. Then what you find? Then what you find? Alerts you have seen, frames you have seen, windows you have seen, drag and drop, mouse movements, keyboard actions, scrolling, text. All these things are part of web application. What is this? All this is a part of web application. So a web application consists of all these options. Okay, what are the options? We have link, drop down. So what is you're doing? You are writing. So what Selenium is going to do? Selenium is a testing suite of testing tools, or you can say it is a suite of testing tools. Suite means group of testing tools, or a combination of testing tools, which will help us to automate all the options using some programming language, using some programming or scripting language, or you can say using some bindings. You can using some bindings. Okay, so what is this means? Selenium will do this. Selenium will do this. You can do anything. You can write some your text, you can write your name, you can write your phone number, you can able to click on this, you can able to click on this, you can do scrolling, you can try to click on a link, you can able to submit. Everything can be done by Selenium using, there should be some language which will be on top of it. Okay, there should be some language. What language? It will support multiple languages. It will support Python. Okay, that's why we say Python with Selenium, Java with Selenium. Okay, Java which will support, it will support Ruby and Rails. It's a language. Then we support Perl. It supports C#. It supports JavaScript as well. So it supports multiple languages. Got it right? Supports multiple languages. So this is what a simple thing. What we are going to do. So everyone what to do, in SDLC lifecycle, what every company should have something called SDLC lifecycle. What do you mean by SDLC lifecycle? SDLC lifecycle is nothing but software development lifecycle. So any company who wants to develop or who wants to release any product into the market, they have to go through this process. So every company in the world will have the SDLC lifecycle process. Okay, every company in the world, every IT company in the world should have LCS. So what is this SDLC process? Everyone already know, but how do our automation engineers are involved here? Where our automation engineers are involved? What point of time our automation engineers are involved? That is what we are going to see. Okay, so this is just an introduction sessions I am saying you. So we will go through the complete process. So meanwhile, I will show you. Meanwhile, explaining me SDLC, I will try to show you the syllabus. So what is this Python we are going to see? We are going to see all the concepts of Python basics end to end. After that, we are going to see all these actions. How do we do all these actions using Selenium? Okay, all these actions. So how we can able to do and all we will try to see. Then coming to the frameworks. So this is very, very important. So when you come to any company, they will ask you, have you worked on any framework? If you are working on a development, they'll ask you whether you have worked on Spring, Hibernate, or Bootstrap and all stuff. But when it, Spring or Hibernate. But when it comes to Python, Selenium with Python or Java, they will ask you, have you worked on any automation testing frameworks? Okay, automation testing frameworks are those, they are properly designed architectures which will help you to run your test cases in a proper manner. Got it right? What you're doing, you're writing test cases. You are writing a test case for what? You're writing a test case to click on a link. You're writing a test case to drop down. Whatever you're doing manually, that you are asking to do it automation. See, what you do manually, you will come here, you will write your name, you will click on in order to develop this application, what they will do, they'll keep all these things in a picture, right? So similarly, how do you automate it? You come here, you give your details, you fill your details, you go through each and every data, every field, and then you click on submit. This is the way you try to do it manually. But if I want to do it in automation, then what I need to do, I need to validate each and everything. See, normally once you want to manually test an application, what you do, you will see whether the name is displayed or not. If the name is displayed, whether I'm able to do input or not. If that input is there, what is the size I can input, what are the different inputs I can provide. So this is the way you have to test. So testing should be done in such a way, it should cover up all the scenarios. So you should do whether this is present or not, whether the size, how much you're processing is been accepted or not. Okay, then it is also checking whether you are trying to provide a right whether it is also accepting numbers or not, what is the length of it. So everything has to be checked by a test engineer. If you are a test engineer, your task is to do validation and verification. I will show you what is that. Let us go in a very simple way. Similarly, if you go to the phone number, you have to see whether it is also accepting this one. It should not accept, right? Why should this phone number will accept to this alphabets? So you have to check whether it is accepting or not, why it is accepting, all these things, every field. If you do, then you say it is called testing. You have to do positive scenarios and negative scenarios. So what they will say that it should only accept the name, alphabets. It should not accept the numbers. But if you give numbers, still if it is working, then you say it is a wrong, right? You say it is a defect. You say it is not working as per expected. So it is called defect. So normally, if this case comes, so what you need to do, you have to say it is a wrong or it is not developed as per the requirement. So in the SDLC lifecycle, in the frameworks, what this framework is going to do, it is going to structure your process. So you are trying to say name validation, phone number validation, email validation, current status validation, everything is called as a test case, separate test case. In one test case also you have multiple validations, right? You have to check whether numbers are accepted or not, only what is the length it is accepting, what is the length of this text box it is accepting, whether it is accepting special characters or not. Everything you have to check, everything you have to check. So what I mean to say here is in a very simple note, So whatever the test cases you are writing, manually, how you are testing manually, you have to write the automation scripts. For that automation scripts to run in a very structural way, in a very neat way, in a very processed way, you need some frameworks. Okay. In companies, they will ask you how you are running your test cases. You said, sir, you are automating. First thing is what we are automating. Automating means automatically we are trying to provide the data, and on top of it, what we are doing, we are providing the data, and on top of it, we are also checking whether it is working as per the requirement. So my intention here is you need to understand Selenium concepts are what? Selenium concepts are all these things, whatever the concepts we are discussing. In a web application, you will find a link, drop down, text box, radio button, checkbox, submit button, windows, frames, all these things you will find in a web application. Our target is to automate all the things, and on top of it, test all the things. What we need to do? Testing all the things. We have to do two things here. What is automation testing? We have to automate it. Automate it means we have to write a code either with Python or Java or these languages in order to automate all these functionalities, all these options. What are these link? If I have a link in a web application, whether I can able to automate or not, I can able to click or not. That is automation without any manual. You have to write a script. The script will come here and click on it. You have to write a script. The script will come here and type something. You have to write a script. The script will come and do this. All these things will be done by this programming language, which with the help of Selenium. But what is now automation testing is? Automation testing is you are automating and you are also checking. What is your checking? Please go on mute. No, someone is speaking. I'm getting a disturbance. Yeah, can you go on mute? Pooja, can you please go on mute? Just mute. Yeah, I'm not able to hear your voice. Please go on mute at least. Otherwise, you can message what you concern. Hello. Yeah. See what I'm trying to say. So testing also should be done. Okay, it is not just automation. What we need to do? Testing. Testing is what I said you, right? We have to check what is the length. We have to check how many characters are accepted, special characters are accepted or not, numbers are accepted or not. What should be, if I give a wrong input, it should not accept. So all these are called testing. So for testing, we need frameworks. Why the frameworks are required? Frameworks are required in order to organize your test cases, not testing. Not to organize your test cases in a proper way, generate some reportings, process your test cases in a very proper way. You need a inbuilt architecture. They are called frameworks, which will help you. So now you are very proper. You know how to automate using Selenium. You know how to test the use the test cases using frameworks. Now you are clear. Now what we do after everything is completed, we will go and check the automation project, end-to-end project. We will see how to create a complete framework from the scratch, from ABCD, like what are the different project folders are there, packages are there, how to write your scripts, what are the different folders that we can create in a framework. So end-to-end project, we'll see a sample project. And on top of it, we will also see Git and Jenkins. See, these are all extra topics what I'm teaching. Git and Jenkins also from the scratch we'll see how to create a GitHub repository, how to push your code in the GitHub. So what companies are doing, what you're doing in everyday basis, we are going to see that. Okay. And on top of it, we'll also see Jenkins, how to build an application, how to deploy your application. Okay, so that it could be added with the new features and all stuff. So we will see Git and Jenkins. These are all Git DevOps tools which you need to know. CI/CD. They will ask you, do you have any idea on CI/CD pipeline? So you need to say that yes, I have idea on CI/CD. I have also idea on GitHub version control. So GitHub is called version control, and Jenkins CI/CD. Okay. So all these things we will also see, because this is also expected in interviews. So we have designed a structure, syllabus structure in such a way that would be applicable for every people, from the people who are in a very basic to the people who have already experienced, who wants to change their career, who are a fresher, who are experienced, who are into different domain, who are into non-IT, who are into manual testing, who are into everyone. We are going to see from the basics of Python to the extreme limits of whatever is possible. So we are also seeing Git and Jenkins with a real-time project, Python automation project. Then we will see something called real-time project with Python Selenium. This is a sample project. Then we'll see API testing also. API testings nowadays, lot of important API testings are coming to picture. So let me explain what is this API in a simple way. Okay, in a very simple way. See, nowadays you're seeing any application that is having implementations. What I mean to say, that are having some APIs. Suppose if you want to, I'll give you simple example. If you want to log into a Naukri website, okay. If you want to log into a Naukri website, so if you want to now log into a Naukri website, what happens is Naukri website will have in the login page itself, it will have two options. One is login with Google, login with Facebook. Have you ever observed, everyone? Guys, have you ever observed?
Yes, sir, we will be having those options.
Yes. So what is this? These are called APIs. So what is that means? Naukri people, instead of doing the registration and logging in their website for the user, it will take some time and user is not interested. What they will do, they will go and approach to the companies called Facebook and Google. They will ask their APIs. That means they will ask their small applications, which can be integration of that applications, which can be used in Naukri. Okay, what they will do, whenever you're trying to click on login with Google, it will go and check your username and password, your Gmail ID and your password. Okay, if it is already logged in, okay. Otherwise, what it will do, it will go and check. And then Google company, what it will do, Gmail, that means Gmail, Google company is handling Gmail, right? So that Google company, Gmail people, what they will do, they will say, yes, this person is the true, this person is a true user, he has his login and password with me, so you can able to even log in through the Naukri. Got it, right? So that is a request and response process. What it will do, Naukri server, client will request the Google server to validate your details, and once the validation is done, then it will come back to your Naukri, and then your login is successful. Then you can able to see the Naukri page. Got it, right? Nowadays, every company, and see one more thing, when you want to click a ticket, if you want to book a ticket, so if you want to book a ticket in web application, you are commonly finding the list of countries, the list of areas. Suppose if you want to click book a ticket from Hyderabad to Delhi, so you will find all the list of places in India, right? While from where you want to book, you will find all the list. To where you want to book, you will find all the list. So do you think that developers will write all this code of every country? No. What they will do, they will ready-made use that application, that small list of group of all the places, that is a small application which is already existing. They will just use that application in your code, which your make my trip or any application, they will just use that. And then by using that, they can get all the list of details. Are you getting what I'm saying, everyone? Are you guys, are you getting what I'm saying? Please speak out, no? At least one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is nowadays
Sir,
every
it means
company.
we will be having standard template from by using standard template, they are modifying it
Yes,
as
exactly.
per
So what I mean to
requirement.
say, every company in the world now, for a web application, they are using some third-party integrations, like list of all the countries, ready-madely using. They don't write the code of all the countries, right? All the states, all the countries. So when you are getting some drop-downs, which are automatically being used, right? So that is a API. That is not an application that they develop in their code. They will use the third-party APIs. Login also they will want to use some third party APIs. So like that, all these are called APIs. Nowadays every application is also expecting third party APIs. Got it, right? Third party APIs. So that APIs also we are going to see how do we test that kind of APIs, the response and request validation, backend validations. Okay, we're going to see that point. Then this is the complete process of the syllabus. So it is more than enough for a people from 1 year to 3 years experience. You can happily keep 3 years experience, whatever I am teaching, and you practice it, you can easily get. Last batch, almost 4 people got placed into Infosys, some of the startup companies, and 2 people have got placed in Infosys, and 2 people got in. One person got in some startup, and other person got in the middle level company. So you can easily crack any interviews because the syllabus of Selenium with Python is limited. What is right? It is a limited case. The syllabus of Selenium with Python is limited. So it is not a very big one. It is a limited. If you learn that limited session, then you are done. You are done. You can easily crack. No, every company needs a automation test engineer, and automation testing is simple, very simple compared to development. You can see how we process. Okay, testing is required and it is simple. People want something like that, right? Something that is required and that is simple, which can have a long life. That is what people require, and that is what we are going to see. On top of it, what we are going to see extra topics are, we are going to see interview preparation, we are going to see agile methodology, also manual testing, complete manual testing concepts. Manual testing concepts we are going to see. Okay, complete manual testing. Then we are also seeing agile methodology. Agile means real time, how this process. I'll show my project how we are trying to see agile. See, if you want, I will show that how the applications are working, how we are working in companies. People who has knowledge, then they will understand how the process. Okay, I will show you today Sdlc Lifecycle. Okay, Sdlc Lifecycle we will close in next 15-20 minutes. What is Sdlc Lifecycle? How, why this testing is required? Got it right? Now you understood, right? What is the use of automation testing? We have to automate and we have to test. Automation is done using Selenium. Testing structurally is being used by, we can able to use the structure of frameworks and you can do the testing. Got it right? That is what we are going to see. So it is a group of we can able to do testing and we can able to do automation, both things. So now let us see a small script. How do we give this name and phone number? So let us write a small code. I will show you, don't worry guys. Let us show a small code. How do we automate? So my intention is what? I want to connect from my code to the web browser. What is this browser? This is a Chrome browser. What is the first step I want to do? I want to connect. What is the first step I want to do? I want to connect my Selenium code with browser, right? Okay, then after connecting to the Chrome, then I have to open this website, this URL. I have to open URL. Then what I need to do? I have to go and capture this place. So if I want to type something over here, if I want to automate some application and type something, what I need to do? I have to capture this place. This is called a web page. What is this? Web page. A page that is loaded in the web is called web page. And if I right click on it and if I click on inspect, what is this? Inspect. If you see, these are called web elements. All these are called web elements. Whatever the code, if you see elements are here, right? These are called web elements. Okay, these are called, if I highlight it, you see, if I highlight it, it is give me some place, right? This is the web element code for this web page, for this text box. For this text box, what is the web element code? The developers has designed that web element code like this. If I right click on it and click on inspect, I'll find this one. If I highlight this, I'll take this marker and go and highlight this place. It will give me this. Got it right? Using the web element, I have to write a code from the backend. It will go and locate this place. It will go and type something, whatever you want. Okay, that is what our target now. Let us see how do we try to how do we try to work on it. Okay, so first thing what we are going to see, we are going to locate the element from the backend. Then we are going to type something. Then we are going to which is for name and also phone number. Similarly, we are going to locate this element from the backend. This is this element. Then we are going to type some phone number. So let us see how do we do that. So first thing is what? Connecting to the browser, opening URL, then locating username, field. This is the field, right? Username field, or you can say locating name field and type some name, whatever the name you want to type, some name. Okay, that is what our target. Next, fourth one is what? Similarly, locating. So let's see only till here. Locating password field, phone number, sorry, locating phone number field and type something. How do we do how do we do this one? By coding. How do we do this one? By coding, the whole thing by coding. So this is called PyCharm. People who has idea, that's well and good. I will explain you how to install and everything. This is the IDLE. IDLE means it is a it is a place where you write your Python code and execute your Python code. IDLE is integrated development environment. So it is an environment where your Python script can be executed. Okay. So if I try to open a file, so I want to automate this application. So if I want to automate this application, first thing is what you may not understand, don't worry, I'll explain you line to line code, line to line. So all of our classes, we are going to see code line by line. Okay, you don't need to worry at any case. You don't need to worry. It is not a complete flow. Every line of code, every small word of the code will be explained and could be understood by you. Only then I'll move to the next topic. So you don't need to worry about it. Okay, so please just follow what I am saying. That's all. That is enough. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can stop me at any time and ask me. So first question is like the first thing what we did. These are all some importing. I'm importing Selenium because Selenium comes as a module. Selenium comes as a module in Python. Okay, so I'm connecting to the Chrome. What we are doing? We are connecting to the Chrome. Once we are connecting to the Chrome, I will explain. There are a lot of things that comes into picture, WebDriver concepts and all. So that we are not going to see. So we are going to see WebDriver.Chrome. WebDriver.Chrome is nothing but we are going to connect to the Chrome. We are trying to connect to the Chrome. Second step is what? What is our first step we are discussing? Connecting to the browser. How do you write? You write WebDriver.Chrome. There is a concept I'll explain you later, but just see the whole flow. Okay. Then we are getting the URL. What URL we are getting? We are getting this URL. Whatever the URL we want, we are getting this URL we got. Then after getting, we are trying to maximize window. Okay, but you can see we are going to get the name field. How we are getting the name field? Can you able to see if I go and highlight this marker over here, it is giving id equal to name. Can you see id equal to name? The backend code of it, the HTML code of it, which was written by the developers, okay, is being given id equal to name. That is what I'm using in the backend. I'm using driver dot find element. I'll explain you, don't worry. By id, the id is what? Whatever the id is provided, I have provided here. Dot send keys. So here I want to send Swati name, right? Dot send keys. Whatever I want to pass input here, that input has to be provided like send keys. Got it? It is very simple, guys. Very simple to write. Okay. Then similarly, driver dot find element by id. Here, if you see, if I highlight that, if I go this marker and highlight this place, the id equal to phone number. What is this ph underscore number? What is here exactly? I'm copying and pasting that here. id equal to phone number. Then send keys. I will pass some random phone number. Whatever the phone number you want, I'm passing. It's not a mandatory to be done. Okay, some random. Then I'm getting driver dot title. I'm going to get what is the title of this application. This is called title. Durga Soft Solution. When I highlight it, Durga Soft Solutions is there, right? This is the title. I'm going to get the title. It is going to check from the backend and it is going to give me the title. When I write just driver dot title, the driver means it is a connectivity object. It will go and find my whole web elements and see whether the title is existing and what is the title and gives me an output. Then driver dot current URL. So you know that URL, but how this program will do this? This program will go and see this URL and gives that URL to me. Okay, let us see how do we use it. Okay, let us see how do we run it. Understood, right? What we did first, we connected to browser, we have opened the URL, we maximize the window. Sometimes window is window means this one, you know, maximizing and minimizing, right? Maximizing and minimizing. It will maximize the window. It will go and type username. It will go and type phone number. Okay, it will type Swati and it will give this phone number and it will give me the title. It will go and check in the backend. In the backend there will be title written. Okay, it will go and check the backend title and it will give me the URL. So it will do all these things by itself. So let me run this program. Okay, let me just run the program. See, it is opening the URL. Can you see? It is opening the URL automatically. I'm not doing anything, man. No manual intervention. Going there, okay, clicking on Swati and given that phone number. Have you observed, everyone? Everyone observed whatever I have provided in the code, it is doing that.
Yes, sir.
It is
But
giving
here
me the.
I have
It is.
doubt.
See. It is giving me the username. I mean the title, and it is giving me the password. Yeah, please ask me the questions.
Sir,
Anyone?
here phone number should contain only 10 digits, right? Are we not checking the negative scenario?
No. What I'm saying, it is a random thing I have shown. See, we are not doing any validation, nothing I'm doing. Just randomly I provided some number. If you want, you can do that. This is not testing. This is just to show what is how to do automation. That's all. I have not did anything. This is simple. So I hope everyone understood how we are doing it. Automation. Okay, simple way. We have to do everything like this. Seems very simple and very demanding in the market. It is very simple and it is very demanding in the market. Every company needs automation. Just to go through Naukri. Please don't even believe me or anyone. Go through Naukri, type Selenium with WebDriver and then type Python. Selenium WebDriver and type Python. You see how many job openings are there. Then let me know. Hundreds of job openings every day itself, hundreds of job openings. Just go through Naukri, because I don't want to make you understand just by saying from my side. Okay, just go and refer it from the back end, then you will get to. Okay, so all these things are already existing, just go and see. So we are going to cover all the syllabus, which is more than enough for everyone. You cannot find the syllabus anywhere. You can please check it away if you want. The syllabus is extremely better, and on top of it, whatever we are discussing is very coolly. We are going to discuss every line to line. Okay, line to line we are going to discuss every point, line by line, one line by one line. Every code we are going to discuss till the last day. Okay, not one. So every code, and I will ask everyone after every topic is done. You can ask me any questions, any doubts will be done on that time. Okay, so the syllabus is first Python. Okay, first Python, then so SDLC tomorrow only I will take. I cannot take today because it will take a lot of time. SDLC I will take tomorrow, but today today, because SDLC I have to explain you line by line very clearly how the process will run and where the testing is required, to what extent we are our automation testing has demand, what is agile methodology. I'll show my company website, I'll show the agile board, I'll show the real time what work you're supposed to do everyday basis. Everything, it is more going to be real time, guys, which will help you getting into projects. So it is more into creating your framework, it is more into building your framework, more into writing test cases, more into I will explain what questions they'll ask in interviews, what answer you have to say. You have 2 years experience, what questions they'll ask, 3 years, what questions they'll ask, what kind of answers you're supposed to say, what are the different inputs they have to you question, because it is limited story. Okay, Selenium with Python is a limited story, it is not a very big story where you have to, so within that limitation only you will get questions and you're supposed to answer accordingly. Okay, so people have any doubts till now, till here, any doubts? I want everyone to respond.
Sir, I have one doubt, basic
Yes.
doubt. Here we connected Selenium with the Chrome and we have given web URL, right? So
Yes.
that it is working in your machine. If we want to give that same web URL to someone, how it works, sir?
Where you want to give, see, we are going to see a random application automation. See, our target in your company, if you see in your company, you will have your own web application, right? It has own, it is having its own URL. Okay, it will have its own URL. Okay, so your company website is its own and it has its own URL. So when the company's website is down, so they will disclose within themselves, they don't want it to share to anyone, right? So what I mean to say here is, you will clearly know what application you're working. In your company, you have a web application. They will only share you this web application URL. So what
Yeah,
URL you want to test, you will do it.
got it. That's the reason we can't access company URL.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
And
got it.
also
Thank
see in one application also, they will not give you, see, one application may have 100 URLs. Why? The reason is, one application may have UAT environment, one application may have test environment, one application may have development environment, they'll have production environment. So all these environments are there. Okay, so you can use multiple URLs within the same application only. Okay, the application is same but URLs is different. So such can be done. Okay, when you're testing, I will explain you how the process will work and everything. Don't worry, one by one I'll explain what is given, what to do, and everything.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, anyone? Next one. please don't hesitate to ask any question, because I am ready to answer you any questions line by line. I'm going to explain you any questions.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, how many days to complete this course, sir? Total?
Total 1.5 month of working days. See, in Durga South we don't have Saturday Sunday class. Okay, sometimes when it is mandatory we will conduct by ourselves. Okay, yes,
Timings?
manual testing timings will be 7 to 8 initially. Again I'm saying 7 to 8 initially for some days. Later it will shift to 8 to 9. Is that fine for everyone? 8 to 9, 7 to 8 and 8 to 9. Initially it is 7 to 8 for some days, then it will go 8 to 9. I will explain you, I will tell you
Sir,
minimum 5 days before. Yeah,
hello?
yes, please tell me.
Sir, 8 to 9 my other classes are there, means MongoDB.
You have 8 to 9 other classes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we will try to shift in such a way. Okay, we will try to, okay, you have 8 to 9 other classes also.
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay, then no worries. We will try to see the possibly we'll try to complete by 7:55 or 7:50 somewhere around. We'll try to see. We'll try to see the possibilities. No worries, no worries. According.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. See what I'm saying. We will see according to all flexibility only. Everyone's flexibility.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Rest all. Any questions? Any questions? Anyone? People who are not speaking, go on mute. Any questions, any doubts? I hope today everyone understood. Tomorrow I'll explain you line to line how testing will be done in companies and how the Sdlc lifecycle works in companies. What are the different stakeholders of the application, of the project, how the company will take that application, everything line to line I will explain. Anyone wants to speak, please speak.
Sir, will regular classes starts from tomorrow?
No, regular classes will start from Monday. I hope you understood,
So
right?
tomorrow is also demo session.
Tomorrow is not demo, tomorrow is a continuation. See, regular sessions means I'm going to continue. I never said any demo thing. It is not a demo today also. It is all about a class which we discussed. So tomorrow it will be a complete, you can think that it is a part of manual testing concept. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
tomorrow will be as a continuation class. From Monday, which is 28th. So people, because 25th is holiday, tomorrow also we'll have a class, but maybe to some extent, and Monday only the whole process will start. But tomorrow we'll have manual testing concepts. So tomorrow also we are going to discuss concepts, complete end-to-end SDLC we are going to see. So tomorrow is also very important. Please don't skip any class. If an emergency is there either for you or for me, then we will discuss it accordingly and we'll skip. Don't skip any class any day. Okay, that is very important. And regarding the videos and all, please talk with the Durga Soft team for videos and any content you want. You can please talk with them. Yeah.
Sir, who is said?
Sorry.
All
Soft team.
videos, sir.
Durga Soft team is responsible for that. Please try to talk with them.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you guys. I hope everyone understood everything. Today what we discussed
Sir,
how
every
to,
day only 1 hour classes there.
yeah, that is the standard we follow, right? We have to do be very according to the standards that has been designed. Okay, so we will extend it. It is not mandatory 1 hour. We will extend it as per that days. So we have there is a standard. Accordingly, we will try to see if it is taking more than 1 hour or 1 hour 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Yeah, we can see. So it is not exactly 1 hour. We'll see 1 hour 10 minutes, 15 minutes sometimes. Got it right?
Practice classes also available.
Sorry? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes. Practice and backup classes also will be provided. Suppose if you are missing some class, after 10-15 days, we will provide that 1 or 2 days will be complete backup class. So people who are already listened, they don't need to join. People who are not listened, so sometimes people will miss, right? You can provide me all the topics which you missed, so that I'll discuss that missed classes. So that will be the scenario. For every 15 days, for every 2 weeks, we'll have one backup class. For every 2 weeks, we'll have one backup class, so that I want everyone to be aligned with the same level of understanding of the process, the training course. Clear, right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.